Today's local and national news from Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And if you'd be kind enough to like and subscribe, here's a tip for you to get the very latest news from us every day. When you subscribe, click on the button that says All, and then every day you'll get an update straight from us. Monday night saw the Pheu Thai Party and Bumjai Thai Party confirm that they're working keenly to create a second coalition, this time based on an agreement that the Les Majestes laws will not be reviewed, that the winning Move Forward Party will not partake in the coalition, and that a referendum on the rewriting of the constitution would not happen within the first 2 years. Many now are asking if Anutin, current caretaker health minister and deputy prime minister, will be proposed for the top job or continue as deputy. Either way, they both believe that they can garner enough votes from the Senate to create a government. With Anutin quoted in Thai media as saying, "As for the Prime Minister candidate, our party will follow Pheu Thai's proposal and present a candidate who can be approved by the members of Parliament, as confirmed by Pheu Thai, then that could see him proposed for Prime Minister." The Permanent Secretary for the Interior has ordered all provincial governors to check out firework storage facilities in their provinces following last week's blast in the south that saw 12 die and hundreds of homes damaged. All must be licensed and seen to be complying with strict controls. And that, well, it's to include stores where no license is held, but have managed in the past to elude detection. The 29-year-old Spanish cook, who's confessed to killing his gay lover on Koh Phangan, has been moved to Samui jail after telling police that he was in a relationship with the 33-year-old Colombian doctor boyfriend, but it had turned sour. He claims that the man threatened to out him as gay to his family, and demanded back a loan that he'd given the Spaniard to open a restaurant, with mum and dad both well-known thespians in their home country, and him having a high social media presence. The threat, he says, drove him to divide his erstwhile bedfellow into 14 pieces, which he then disposed of randomly. Meanwhile at home and in Pattaya, it's a year since Sattahip witnessed the most terrible of nightclub fires, which culminated in 26 dead and 50 seriously injured. The Mountain Bee venue was razed to the ground. The owner swore to compensate and pay medical bills, and, well, the news slowed down to a trickle, as many families preferred to keep a tight lip in the hope that they would in some way be compensated. Reality is that most, if not all, weren't. Quite what authorities are doing in the matter is unclear, but this week the horrendous results were revealed by one lady who's only just been released from hospital, where she racked up a multi-million baht bill, as 90% burns have left her in constant pain, minus her youthful look, and disabled. How much did she get in compensation? Nothing. But reports indicate that the club owners coughed up a mere 100,000 baht towards her massive medical bills. With families having lost breadwinners, parents losing their children, and the outrage at the time, it appears that little, if anything, has been done to help any. The cheap-built club became an inferno within minutes. Fire escapes were locked and blocked and hundreds crushed to a single open doorway, amid dense acrid smoke and flames. Nothing can describe the injuries, and in many cases families have quit work to become carers for the now disabled. The reminder is out to all of us that when using any club here, it's worth looking and asking about escape routes. Pattaya City still has some with very little in the way of fire escapes, and those, simply put, should be avoided. The way it is now, families face decades of repayments to cover the bills that should have been covered by the club owners and their insurance. City Hall, along with police and immigration officials, welcomed those from the bike rental business to discussions yesterday regarding the prevalence of boy racers renting bikes and causing problems within the city. It was clarified that from now on, all renters must keep accurate records and copies of legal bike licenses, along with passports for all renters, and that the suggestion that some use other people's documents to rent means that renters should actually check photo ID before handing over the keys. Fines for renters are limited currently to 2,000 baht, but there are other charges that can be added to boost that if the issue continues. Concern has been raised regarding the safety of a swimming pool at a Hua Yai resort village, where emergency services were called yesterday to rescue a 6-year-old Chinese girl who'd managed to get her arm sucked into a filter feed pipe that sucks water with a high power to circulate and clean. That the pipe appears to have had no grill on it is of major concern, and pool owners are advised to check their own for similar faults. In this case, the youngster was stuck for 3 hours despite the pump being finally turned off, and the pool had to be half emptied to give access to the conduit. Then a kango was used to access and widen the pipe hole. The child then was sent to hospital and is said to be recovering well, albeit with serious arm damage. And 2 drunken Brits hit headlines in their own country this week after being asked to leave a soy bacao bar. It seems that the owner or manager told them to leave for whatever reason, and they eventually had to be escorted out by doormen. At that point in the street, they argued with the doorman, and CCTV shows one of the father and son duo attempting to hit one of the doormen. Needless to say, they both ended up worse for wear. And UK newspapers, they're making a meal of it. Lesson perhaps learnt. This ain't Kansas, and it's better to walk away. Local police are investigating, but that won't heal their bruising. However, neither were able to be questioned at the time, as both were considered inebriates. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 31 degrees, dropping down to 26, real feel of 36 in the sun, a mostly cloudy and breezy day, with a couple of thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.